Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Lois A here. First and foremost, thank you so much guys for all the support I've been receiving so far. I'm truly grateful. So this video is pretty much going to be me explaining a few hair hacks that I've learned along the way. So stay tuned. So the first scenario that I'm sure all of us are familiar with, sometimes you're driving home from work and you're in traffic, or you're just tired and you might just lean your head back a little bit on the car seat because you just want to rest your head, and we might actually start rubbing our hair on the back of that car seat, and that actually, as you would imagine, is not very good for our hair, and that can actually cause significant breakage to our hair. It can cause significant drying out of our hair. Once you reach home and you feel it here, you might be like, why my hair feels so dry? Because you have rubbed off all your oil on your car seat. What you can actually try is one of two things. So you have these car seat headrests made out of satin that you can actually just put over your car seat, so that once you lean back, your hair is still going to be protected. You're not going to be rubbing out all of that oil out of your hair, and you're not going to be causing significant breakage to your hair strands. Alternatively, if you don't really want to be spending too much money, if you already have a satin pillowcase at home, you can just simply pop it over your car seat. It might look a little bit tacky, but at the same time, it might be a little bit cheaper. Otherwise, as much as possible, try to avoid rubbing your hair at the back of that car seat. Alright, so hair hack number 2 has to do with this hair, or satin bonnets. So I'm sure that this is one of the most spoken about items when it comes to achieving healthier hair.
You have to get a satin bonnet. You have to get a satin bonnet.
Because the satin bonnet, as I had explained in prior videos, helps to retain moisture in the hair. And once you're retaining moisture, that means you're reducing the potential for breakage, you're reducing the potential for the development of split ends, and therefore you're promoting healthier hair. Satin bonnets are very important. However, why I want to talk about our satin bonnets today is because some of our satin bonnets have this. Can I let me see if I can. Yeah, this. So this is an elastic band. My elastic band is black, but most of them might have like a white elastic band, right? This elastic band is kind of dangerous. So you'd find that you might put on your satin bonnet and then you rest your elastic right around your edges. We need to try to avoid doing that as much as possible, because sometimes we're sleeping and we're dreaming in our sleep and we are having nightmares, and we start rolling up and down in that bed, and guess what's going to happen? That satin bonnet starts to gradually slide off your head, and in doing so, it's going to slide and drag some of your hair strands. And guess what? Guess where specifically? Our edges. What a thingy, what a thing. We feel so confident, yes, we have our satin bonnet. But guess what? It could also be causing some degree of damage to our hair. So what do we do? So the first thing I suggest is this. So if you're a little bit strapped for cash and you can't really afford to purchase a new satin bonnet at this time, what you can do is, where is it? Don't put the elastic part along your edges. What you can do is bring it down further over your forehead. So bring the elastic part of your satin bonnet in front of your forehead, but isn't it still going to roll back when I'm having my nightmares? That's a good question. So what I actually do is that after I put my elastic over my forehead, what I do, where is it? Guys, where are my things? Okay. What I do after that is to tie down my bonnet with a regular piece of cloth, because the bonnet is still doing its thing. The bonnet is covering your hair strands, retaining the moisture. It's doing its thing, but you don't want it to fall off. How to prevent that? You tie it down, and it doesn't really matter what you use to tie it down. Why? Because this is not what it's going to do over your hair. That's the first thing. The second thing that you can do is that once you apply your satin bonnet to your head, is that you can actually turn the elastic inside out. So instead of the elastic resting over your edges, you turn it inside out, so the elastic is on the outside. Okay, so that is something else that you can do, so that the satin part of the satin bonnet is resting on the edges instead of the elastic. Now, alternately, you can actually just buy a satin bonnet that doesn't have the elastic exposed, like this one. This is one of my newer satin bonnets. The elastic is nicely tucked away and it's covered by a piece of satin material. So I really don't have many concerns with this one. And then, of course, you have the satin bonnets that don't have elastic in them any at all. And lastly, of course, you're going to have your satin wraps. So there are many options, but the main thing, guys, is try to avoid as best as possible having that piece of elastic over your edges because they're gonna damage your edges, right? I wish I knew this years ago because I was losing my edges and I just couldn't figure out why. I'm wearing my satin bonnet, only to realize, hey, this is the culprit. So hack number 3. So I'm very inspired by those of us who have been exercising. So yes, hair health, and yes, you want your hair to look good and everything, but guess what? The overall health of our body is of the utmost importance. We may be struggling a little bit when it comes to our hair care and hair maintenance after exercise. So what I do suggest that you can do is that you may already know that you do have gym bands that can be worn around the hair to, one, prevent the sweat from falling down and into your eyes while you're exercising, and also to prevent your hair from falling into your face. What happens after you exercise? Once you have removed that gym band, how then do you now take care of your hair? So what I do suggest, guys, is once you have removed your band, what you can do is then apply your moisturizer to your hair. You don't pull out your hairstyle just yet. You leave your hair in the style that it was in before. The only thing we have done so far is to remove our band, and then you get some moisturizer and you apply it to your hair. At this point in time, your hair, of course, is still going to be damp. Once you have done that, now if you have a blow dryer, you put your blow dryer on the cool setting. The operative word is cool. Now once you're comfortable that your hair is dry, at that point in time you can now remove the style that your hair was in, and then you can gently comb it out with a wide tooth comb. So guys, those are just a few hair hacks, and I'm really hoping that some of these hair hacks have helped at least one person out there. If they have helped, guys, I'm going to ask you to please give this video a thumbs up. Please share it with those who may have been experiencing some of these struggles, and with those who may actually benefit from this video. And also, most importantly, please do remember to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.